visible top of the power pyramid. There we have the Rothschild family. In short, this family owns most of the world. They own each and every central bank. They own the Federal Reserve. They control the International Monetary Fund. They control the World Health Organization. They financed both parties of every war since the war against Napoleon. They financed the Bolshevik Revolution. They financed Hitler and the Nazis. They financed the production of IBM's punching machines for an efficient prosecution of the Jews by the Nazis. And they had equities in Exxon and IG Farben, the dealers of Zyklon B gas for the Nazi gas chambers. The estimated net worth of the Rothschild family is $500 billion. When you have that much money and power, you can poke the chest of the Crown Prince of Great Britain like he's your bitch. And when you oppose their power and try to stop them from taking over your banking system by setting up a central bank in your country that loans money to you at insane interest rates that you can never pay back, so that your country becomes the eternal slave to the Rothschild banking system, as happened to every country around the world, you are either ousted or killed. Your country will be invaded and blown to smithereens in the name of democracy, supported by the mainstream media that portrays you as a dictator. The same applies to those who refuse to accept the almighty US petrodollar. Oh, and there's much more, but we'll leave that for another time. The Rothschilds are not the only ones dominating the world. They are just part of the 1%, the elite. Another family of great influence are the Rockefellers. They made their initial fortune through oil. That fortune led to massive industrial influence in American politics, the banking system, and the pharmaceutical industry. They founded schools and universities, leaving a huge imprint on what should and should not be taught to our children and students. The Rockefellers further expanded their tentacles of power into the medical world and into hospitals. They now own the Rockefeller University with its Academy of Medicine and the Academy of Sciences, the International Health Foundation, the American Cancer Society, the Drug Trust, the American Medical Association, and the FDA. Everything was in the hands of the Rockefellers. They further infiltrated the educational and medical system by means of the Rockefeller Foundation, giving grants to specific research programs, such as the research and development of vaccines, for instance against Ebola, yellow fever, Zika, the flu, and Gardasil, which is further developed and promoted by billionaire and partner in crime Bill Gates. Every case of dangerous side effects such as miscarriage, autism, sterility, seizures, paralysis,
I fear they will delete this video.
Was brought before the FDA and cleared.
As they
all
deleted,
of the above was promoted by doctors and the media, where the Rockefellers had placed their representatives at the highest levels.
they
Even
deleted
presidents
another
assured us it was safe.
Axine Vey,
All
Idiovey.
use of alternative healing was demonized and prohibited, while the treatment with drugs and the drug dependency were pushed down the political agenda.
That I uploaded last night.
The
It's
Rockefellers
gone.
were also responsible for adding the toxic chemical waste product fluoride to our water and toothpaste. And as usual, the media spread lies about its healing qualities. No doctor or dentist ever tested its efficacy, They simply told their patients what they'd been taught at the Rockefeller institutions. Yet another field of interest was the genetic manipulation of crops. The Rockefellers own millions of shares of Monsanto stock, as does their partner Bill Gates. The mutual interest in eugenics, which aims at improving the genetic quality of the human population, will come as no surprise. Back in Nazi Germany, the Rockefellers financed the horrific eugenics experiments performed on Jewish people, trying to create a superior master race. So, in short, two very powerful families that rule the world and its population are the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds.
Never mind the fact that in Operation Paperclip, those very scientists were brought over by our own and funded via our national space program in order they may continue their work. A lot of people are not aware of Operation Paperclip and the origins of NASA. But talk about an organization that has trillions poured into it each year without question. And this may be an ignorant statement on my part, and please correct me if it is, as I do know I have blind spots as a human. But what has space done for me lately? Question mark. I wonder what all that rocket fuel for all these launches does to our environment. You know, the environment that we are responsible for ruining and must sacrifice all in order to save. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Okay. It appears there's 3 seconds left of this video.
And guess what? They are not even the most powerful.
I think that's a good starting point video for anyone who has maybe called you a conspiracy theorist before, or ever used the phrase conspiracy theorist in a derogatory manner against someone. Because with just that example of that particular family, how many major foundational institutions did they found / fund? And that alone qualifies as a major conspiracy. Hashtag 1%, you guys. It's the same people, you know, making plans. Do you think that they got to be the 1% and have maintained it for this long by allowing things to happen by happenstance? No. They engineer. It's what they do. All right. Thank you so much for listening in. I am so grateful that you spent your few minutes with me. If you appreciate the commentary, please let me know. I apologize for speaking over the video when it was talking, but the subject matter on the screen and the words used to explain to us the concept this video was trying to bring is unacceptable language, unacceptable subject matter for you to hear and for me to publish for you to hear. And what I was trying to say, I feel like we should speak Pig Latin on this channel. And I feel absolutely ridiculous saying that, but I'm also dead serious. But I made a video last night regarding the potential long-term effects of the old stickety-roo right in you with that there messenger of RNA that needs your sacred, unique, life-giving DNA in order to run its system. And do you want an RNA that is allegedly, spontaneously evolved out of nature to, here, let me see if I can, okay, I super suck at this, you guys. I'm a total beginner, but I was gonna add the camera so I could talk to you. Okay, hello. Please excuse me. I'm enjoying a beautiful Friday night and listening to some information and sharing it with some friends. I thought it might be better to have video than to stare at a still screen, but now that I turned on the video, I am questioning that. Anywho, does anybody want the RNA overriding their sacred DNA in order to run its program? The program being one of a allegedly spontaneously evolved virus that is so DEADLY that we have to lock down the world and change our way of life. Okay, that was food for thought, my friends, but the reason I had to go into that completely ridiculous, coded, hidden message that makes me sound like a complete Looney Tune is because hashtag First Amendment is dead. Alright, it's on life support. It's not even on life support because we're all just sitting around waiting for something to happen. And unfortunately, I know there's a famous quote. I don't know who said it, but I believe it said something along the lines of, it's not the ones who do the evil that cause the most harm, it's the ones who sit by and let it happen, or something along those lines. Did I say that right? Anywho, my heart is filled with joy and gratitude that we got to spend this time together, and I appreciate any, comments, constructive, contradictory, or otherwise, as long as it's respectful. And I think that the main thing I am wanting to focus on this channel, and even the playlist, WW3, everything you need to know, is no matter where you fall on the political spectrum in this country and the world at large, no matter the color of your skin or how you live your life, with the exception of evil, we are more similar than we are different. And I would like to try to find my friend Scott over at Snafu Radio always talks about is it the harmonious roar, Scott? Or is it, I always get it wrong, not the harmonious roar, but I'm trying to bring some harmony into the roars that are happening all around from all of these different groups of what I would consider to be everyday people who are sovereign, and God's children. So, with that said, be blessed, be a blessing, speak truth, say what you mean without being mean, and let's come together. And I'll keep sharing the things I find to be educational, informational, inspirational, and controversial. And we'll all keep keeping on. All right, I'm done. Again, I'm new with this.